V-Union Pokemon have arrived on PTCGO. Getting them up and running isn't easy, and they might not even be worth it, but I'm going to give Mewtwo V-Union a chance today in Standard and maybe Expanded. And if you haven't seen the KO animation for V-Union Pokemon yet, you're in for a treat. For the Standard deck list, I mostly just removed Alcremie VMAX from Shadow Rider and plunked the Mewtwo in. There's not a whole lot else you can do in Standard. I mean, the Greninja and the Zacian in Standard, they could be good late game, especially the Zacian being able to do 340 damage for 4 energy, but you have to have a whole bunch of energy on the field, you have to play Bronzong, you have to play Zacian V, you have to play a whole bunch of things. I think the most standard viable one is definitely Mewtwo because of Shadow Rider, and this is just a first draft, rough draft. You know, the deck is super weak to darkness, so I put the Galarian Zapdos in there in Aurora. That might change. The expanded deck list is pretty much what you see on screen, except there's battle compressors and, Trevenant and Dusknoir and Danger Mimikyu. Everything is subject to change. I think I'll put the best deck list that performs in the description below for both formats. And let's get to the V-Union itself. So the V-Union rule is once per game during your turn, you can combine 4 different Mewtwo V-Union cards from your discard pile and put them onto your bench. Like a Tag Team GX, they give up 3 prizes, but obviously with the way you summon them, it is very weird. And because each part of the card is called Mewtwo V-Union, so even the leg of Mewtwo is considered Mewtwo V-Union, they're all considered the same Mewtwo V-Union, so you can only play 1 copy of each. You can't play more than 1 copy of each, and you can only summon it once per game. That means prizing is an issue, discarding them is tough, and like I said earlier, is it even worth it? But if you do manage to get Mewtwo V-Union into play, it has 310 hit points, it gives up 3 prizes, and it does a whole bunch of different things. I think every V-Union Pokemon has the Union Gain attack, which is just a colorless attack that lets you attach energy from your discard pile. And Mewtwo V-Union adds super regeneration. I don't think I'll use it that much. It's just a bland heal 200. You're not doing any damage, you're not advancing, your board position or anything, so it's just a bland heal 200. There's Psysplosion for 3 energy, put 16 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. So that can be a great way to clean up knockouts that you couldn't get earlier. You can easily beat, a single prize deck with weak Pokemon. And finally, probably the best attack, or the attack you'll be using the most, is, if I can find it. Oh, nope, can't find it. Come on. Nope, super regeneration. There it is, Final Burn. So for 4 energy, it just does 300 damage. The only other way to do 300 damage with the Shadow Rider deck is to have 10 energy in play, so you only need 4, so it is much better there. And while Mewtwo V-Union only has 1 ability, it is possible for V-Unions to have, 1 ability per part, per body part. With Mewtwo, it's just Photon Barrier, prevent all effects of attacks from your opponent's Pokemon done to this Pokemon. So that means you get to stop things like paralysis and poison, but it doesn't stop damage. So yeah, that's the deck. Hopefully I can easily pull it off. I'll try to put, win or lose, I'll try and put the best matches in the video just to at least show off what a V-Union can do. But personally, I think they're more trouble than they're worth. Let's just see what happens. So this could be good. If they just have I didn't think I'd be in this position, so it's a Zapdos versus Zapdos start. That's hilarious. I wonder if this is a mirror match, if they had the same idea as I did. Okay, so it's just an Urshifu deck. So they won't be able to knock me out. This is going to be Umbreon. So Umbreon will be a bit annoying, but they seem to be filling their stuff up with dudes. I don't really mind if they attack. I think I'll just Quick Ball. I could switch into the Cresselia, but what would that do? Because I can't attach to anyone. I don't want to reconstitute. I think it's just going to be a Crobat. Put the Training Court down. Yeah, I played 1 game earlier, and it was pretty funny. When it gets knocked out, the animation is really cool. I wasn't paying attention when it was actually summoned, though, so I can't speak to that. But when it gets knocked out, there's a really good animation. Alright, so they're just going to do some big damage with their... do I want to... Sure. They're going to be able to do some big old damage with Thunderous Kick. That's fine. And just Training Court the energy back. Maybe I should have switched into somebody. There's not really anything I can do. They're just going to get rid of my energy. That's fine. They don't play any, you know, craziness, so I should be okay. And why didn't I put down another Shadow Rider? I don't know. Don't ask me trivial questions. All right, so they have the Umbreon out. That's weak to grass, not fighting, so that's not a target for Zapdos. I may go after a Houndour or something. But I have the Evolution Incense. I have a Training Court. They're able to abuse the Training Court, of course. And yes, if you've been checking out the channel points, I will be revamping them on Monday, so it'll be more cards available for your channel points, and I'll just probably change around a few things. But for those free codes, I got about 50 Steam Siege, and then once those 50 Steam Siege are done, the follow for a free code goes away, and it'll just be like 1,000 channel points gets you a Sword and Shield something pack. And I'll have a whole bunch of other things that I give away for free as well in the future. It is interesting to see Zapdos in, you know, this type of deck though. I could just, if I can find my other one, I could just take a knockout here though. Well, let's see if it's in the deck, right? Okay, so I didn't prize a V-Union, of course. That's good. There's an Aurora Energy left. That's good. I think I use Shadow Rider's ability first. Put the energy onto the Shadow Rider. There's an Air Balloon. So I could attack. I don't really want to attack, but I could attack. I could stop them from playing... I could stop them from playing Special Energy. I don't know if I want to do that though. But I do want to have the Zapdos still in play. So maybe this is what I do. Maybe this is what I do. I just go and get a Shadow Rider V. I could also... No, I can't. I can't knock out their Houndoom, unfortunately. So I will save everybody for the end. And Zeta, this is just a ladder. I don't think they're tournament legal yet. I think you have to wait a little bit longer for them to be tournament legal. So I can't even knock out the Zapdos, so I think I do use Shadow Mist. That way maybe I can slow them down a little bit. And Clint, yes, I did get the V-Union. There's the right hand of Mewtwo. Okay. So I think I evolve, I put the energy on the VMAX, or no, I think I might split it up because they could easily get Retreat Umbreon, and that would be bad. So I think I split the energy up. Hopefully I get another piece of Mewtwo. Perfect. This is why you play the Articuno. You know, you don't want to start Zapdos and then have to play Crobat. You want the bench space, but you know, this is where we are. So put a little bit of damage on the dude. I don't mind having a damage guy. So we are one piece away. We are one piece away. I think this is where V-Unions are going to have to be. You don't build a deck around it. You just plunk them into a deck that already exists. And I guess hope it does well. But that Umbreon is going to be a huge problem. So it's like, why would I put the VMAX or the V-Union into play? If I put the V-Union into play, it would just get one shot by the Umbreon because they'll easily have damage counters on it. And Bam Baby and Seba, hello, hello. How are you doing today? Thank you for showing up for the Saturday stream. And Clint, it was that trade yesterday. I posted it online. I offered 50 Evolving Skies packs for it, and somebody accepted. So that was nice. They'll be able to retreat and take a knockout. I'm good. Doing much better than yesterday. I was very disappointed that I couldn't get the V-Unions yesterday. I definitely wanted to show them off, but I have them today. I didn't go for the Greninjaization just because I don't think they're viable in standard. I think the only way to play the Zacian V-Union in Standard is you have to play Bronzong, and that just seems like so many pieces that have to go right, and then you have to get at least 4 energy into play. But it's very tantalizing, because you can do 340 damage for, what, 4 energy? It is very, very tantalizing, that's for sure. Okay, so they will... I think I just save the Training Court, get as much energy into play. I can knock out the dude in the active if I just get my Aurora energy. So yeah, I'll get the... Could do 120 snipe, that doesn't seem good. I think trying to take a knockout might be the smartest thing, but I don't think I can get there. Okay, so let's put another energy there. Hopefully I don't draw into more energy, and there we go, that's what you want to see. Alright, so we'll Training Court for the energy back. I think I just hold the hand because I don't need... I mean, I could use Peony and just go and get 2 things. No, that doesn't make sense. Let's just knock this thing out. Take 2 prizes. There's my bosses. I should have split the energy. It was just a case of I didn't know if I was getting my final Aurora energy. Okay, and they came up with Zapdos. So that makes me think they don't have it. They don't have the bosses, or they just don't have an Umbreon. And they're attaching to the Urshifu, so that definitely tells me they're missing something. They're missing an urn, they're missing a bosses. Something that they need is missing from that hand. And I'll get to all of the requests right after this, don't worry. But I think this says more about the power of Calyrex than the V-Union, because I'm not seeing a situation where the V-Union is really going to come in handy. Because I'm going to have to knock out somebody. Or maybe the V-Union will come in handy, because I do have to knock out this Umbreon. The Umbreon is a huge problem, and it's really the only threat on their side of the field for me. They're down 2 urns. As long... Oh no, I also have the Crobat. Because I had to bench that Crobat, I'm in a really tough position. So yeah, they'll take a knockout with Thunderous Kick. I think I go up with Crobat. Or do I go up with Shadow Rider? So if I go up with Crobat, that's a 1 retreat cost. How many balloons am I down? Just 1. Because if they get the... I need to do 30, 60, 90, 120, 50, 180. So I think I can do it. There's a Fog Crystal. So this is... There's some things that could happen here. I think I just try and draw into as many pieces as possible this turn. I have to knock out the Umbreon. That is for sure. The Umbreon has to go. I don't think the Cresselia matters, so let's get the dude up and running. Okay, so I won't be able to really do anything with it this turn is the problem. Because it does... I'm short by 1 energy. I would have needed that V-Union a little bit earlier. I am short a piece. Let's get the Articuno. So unfortunately, I don't think this is a game for the V-Union. So let's Training Court. Let's get an energy back. Underworld Door to this guy. I don't think there's any Pokemon left in the deck. You know, Great Ball is a good choice for sure in this deck because you need it. So I will Underworld Door to this guy. There's another energy. There's a Marnie. So my choices here are Marnie or just go for it with my dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. 30, so 40, 70, 100, 130, 160. Yeah, so I can knock it out. So let's put this Pokemon on the bench. Here we go. There's a V-Union. They put a lot of work into this. It is crazy how much work they put into this for a game that is not going to exist in a little bit. So we got that into play. I can either knock out the Umbreon or knock out the Zapdos and limit their hand. They're down 2 urns. I think I have to go for the knockout on the Umbreon. But if they just have bosses, they just knock out my Crobat anyway. You know what? I'm gonna play it this way. I'm gonna hopefully stop them from getting a bosses. I think that's the play. Just stop them from getting bosses. I have bosses the following turn. I think that makes the most sense. 500 damage. Let's go. So the reason I did that is there's really no good option there. They just need bosses and they basically just win the following turn. That's it. Because to attack with Umbreon, they have to get their energy back in the deck. They only need 2. They have Impact Blow. So they already have a guaranteed attack. And there we go. There's a victory. So you saw the animation. The knockout animation of the V-Union is the opposite of what you saw, which is pretty cool. And look at that total game time. So this just speaks to the power of Calyrex. It doesn't speak to the V-Union. It's too much work. You know, if you can get 4 energy on this, yes, it does 300 damage, but I won that game because of Shadow Rider and Zapdos. I didn't win that game because of the V-Union. Yeah, I kind of flexed on him a little bit. But, you know, a win's a win, right? Alright, so they're playing Zacian Zamazenta. This is like the worst starting hand I could get in this matchup. You just want to go hard on your VMAXs and nothing else. But I will be able to get... You know, maybe I don't put Crobat into play. That might be the smart thing. Because I got my Shadow Riders. I just go and get another Shadow Rider. I have 3 VMAXs. Not even going to worry about energy at this point. Just going to get 3 Shadow Riders. Go hard on that. Save the Articuno because, again, 2 prizers are a huge liability in this matchup. That's just a pass. And bam, baby, you're welcome. Let's get back to the chat. I'm still going all the way down. And Evie, hello. Don't worry about being late. Thank you for showing up. If you want to battle, I will start battling on Monday. I will have the channel reward for battle starting on Monday. And I'll let everyone pick the format. So it'll be theme, standard, expanded, gym leader challenge. Whatever format you want to battle me in, we'll do it. I will make sure that I save the first gym leader challenge battle for you, Evie, though. So you've reserved your spot. You'll be the first GLC battler I ever face. And yeah, so if you're interested in the energy, just look on the public trades, type in energy, you know, search. You'll have to search through it, see my name, and that'll be that. But yeah, I posted it all this morning. By the end of it, I didn't care. You know, when I started out, I'm like, okay, well, maybe I should make it so I'm not losing a ton. I don't want to just give away, you know, 50 energy for 1 pack. And then by the end, I was like 70 energy for 1 pack. So I went a little nuts. All right, and Mink, you want your free code? You get your free code. So it's just an Intrepid Sword. Well, this is a hand. I guess I just Marnie them. I don't know if they limited themselves on purpose or they just didn't have a good hand. And there's the left leg of Mewtwo. What a great looking card, right? All right, so we'll do that. I guess I'll thin... I mean, I think the odds are the highest that I'll get another VMAX instead of a V. So I'll just attach. Whoop. Okay, well, it looks like we're putting the Articuno down, which is exactly what you don't want to do, but, you know, we got to draw some cards, right? So we got 2 pieces of Exodia in the discard, but they're about to knock out my Zapdos. I can manufacture a knockout on that Zacian. It's just not going to be easy at all. And Simon, I will reject the request. I think you'll get your points back if I do that, so it is rejected. I think that means you'll get some points back. All right, so they took a knockout. I need to draw some cards. And this could be a game where the Mewtwo comes in handy. You know, that Articuno is a huge liability. There's the Evolution Incense. That's perfect. So I'm going to be able to do, hopefully, some things. I'm going to be able to draw 4 cards. One of them just needs to be a supporter. I do not want to put Crobat down. I already have way too much. Oh, jeez. All right, Underworld Door. Please cooperate. Well, that is not what you want to do. I could Articuno for 1 more card, but that really does not seem worth it, especially when I already have 4 Vs on the field. So I guess I'm just waiting. You know, I could clean that up later with Mewtwo, but it's tough to know. And yeah, if you're looking for a card, I think every trainer that I'm getting rid of is tagged for trade. So just send me a friend request. You can check out my binder. For the Pokemon, there's still probably hundreds that I haven't. Okay, I see what's happening. I think there's still hundreds that I don't have checked out, so I'll go through that. Well, that's horrible. I'll go through my collection a little bit later. I'm not taking a knockout. I think I just research. Do I get rid of the Crobat? Do I get rid of the Cresselia? Do I get rid of the Articuno? I think the Cresselia can go. You know, unfortunately, you can't search for the V-Union pieces with Fog Crystal or Quick Ball. You have to use Great Ball or Pokeball if you want to use Pokeball. Okay, we did not get what we need. Let's hope for a piece of V. There it is. There it is. We're doing it. We are doing it. Okay, so I'll ditch the... Let's ditch the Crobat and the V-Union. It is time for Exodia. Alright, and I can attach to it even better. Are you ready? Let's get it into play and then never use it. Boom, boom, boom. It's Exodia time. So I can actually attack with it finally, which is great. Okay, so Max Geist. Let's attack with it. Let's force them to go through it. I'm not going to waste any time. We're just going to attack with it, set up a knockout, hopefully. So let's use Psy-Explosion. They have... I need to do... Hang on. They have 270. I need to do 110. 1, 2, 3. This is going to take forever. If I can actually... I can't even see the card. So 110, that's a knockout, and then the rest will go on this guy. Actually, maybe I should have put 2 on the Crobat. That was dumb. 2 should have gone on the Crobat. I was just so excited to actually attack with a V-Union. But ironically, I want this thing to get knocked out because the animation when it gets knocked out is pretty cool too. And Ben, I'm sorry, I didn't see the follow. Thank you for the follow. I'm concentrating. I'm trying to get this thing to work. They're going to knock out probably my Calyrex V or my Articuno, whichever. And then I will just knock them out in return with the V-Union. I'm just in a situation where they just need to knock out my V. So I did get a little greedy. Oh no, I have a VMAX. I got that off the prizes. Let's just go up with it. Let's just not even wait. Let's just go up with it. They can't win next turn because they can't do enough damage. 300 damage with Final Burn. What are you supposed to do against that? So the V-Union, they can't win. I have my Air Balloon. They cannot win. The Dedenne and Mr. Rhyme, those would be the one copy of any card, so because they're hollows. Yeah, Evie, whenever you can. Don't worry about having to rearrange your schedule or anything. Just whenever you have a chance to battle me when I'm on stream, just let me know. I'll reserve the GLC battles for you. Yeah, Ben, Familiar Bell, that's also a good point. Familiar Bell is good. The problem, I mean, it's the problem with V-Union in general. It's just so much work to get them into play. And I do like how they have the full combination when you click on it, because you get each piece, so you can zoom in. I do wish the text was a lot bigger. Like, you can't read any of the attacks right here. It's nice to see everything, but you have to zoom in and do this. So it's really, I do appreciate it. I appreciate the effect they use. I appreciate the ability to at least see the full card in play, but the text needs to be a lot bigger. Yes, the Real Sunny Games, hello, that is a big Mewtwo I have there. You know, I used my gigantic brain to create the perfect deck list. All I did was just take out all Creamy from Shadow Rider and add the V-Union, and that's about it. And is it worth it? I don't know. It's fun. It's fun to get the whole combo going, but it's mostly just a Shadow Rider deck, and you go from there. And come on, final burn, let's do this. I'm gonna launch a final burn, knock that guy out. So that is 2 attacks with the V-Union, that's perfect. That was like, what, 3 attacks actually. So it was the MVP this game. I wonder which piece of the V-Union will be the MVP. I say the right leg. Who was the MVP? Oh, it was the right arm, the right hand of Mewtwo was the MVP this game. And I didn't even use Union Gain. You know, if they're gonna show the V-Union piece, it should at least be the piece that did the best, right? Let's get rid of the Rescue Scarf and the Escape Board. I will Astral Barrage the Tons. If it's the last prize, that would just be so sad. There's the head. All right. Seems like every game in Expanded will come down to that. Just give me the head. So if you can tilt your head, you can see how to play a V-Union. Once per game, during your turn, combine 4 different pieces from your discard pile and put them onto your bench. You know, you'd think they'd make it a little bit more powerful and just say, put it wherever you want. You know, you can switch it with your active. That'd be so much better. Yeah, Zombazaro, it's just so much work. Is it worth it? I think Zacian V-Union can do 340 damage. In today's day and age, that is really good, but how do you get the 4 energy on it? Obviously, use Bronzong. It's just, you just have to keep adding more and more to make it work, and even then, you can only use it once. So it's not like a tag team where you can play a bunch of different ones. And there's the knockout. Please don't concede. Taku, please don't concede. Okay, there's Mysterious Treasure. We got this. We got this. We got this. Put it in the discard. You know, I still haven't had a V-Union get knocked out, which is hilarious. Let's summon Exodia. Alright, Underworld Door. Let's use Psy-Splosion. Oh, come on, give me an energy. I don't want to have to Juniper for the energy. Well, I have to Juniper for the energy. I gotta make sure it's actually in the deck, though. Okay, so I got 2. I'm guaranteed the energy. We're gonna Psy-Splosion for game. Thank you for not conceding, Taku. This was a very long game. I'm sure if you're watching this on YouTube, I just cut right to the end of the game because it was kind of boring. But in Expanded, you know, you prize the last piece, and there's not much you can do except play Town Map or Gladion or something. It was just a waiting game. But I think at some point I'll just be like, for 100 channel points, Start getting her again. For 100 channel points, you just get 100 commons. Because like I've said, I have no use for them. I'm just... It's like a going out of business sale. You don't give away your best stuff right off the bat. You wait. You know, you gotta hold on to your stuff a little bit. So I guess I don't attach to the active. Hey, we got an energy. Oh, and we have at least 3 pieces. That's good to see. Because I would need to draw some cards. Bees, kind of bees. My plan now, Evie, if you're listening, unfortunately, I think... Oh, no. Okay, well, I can... Oh, geez. This is Eradicate Break. But they have so many weak Pokemon, I think this is a Psysplosion game. Well, bees, that's pretty much what's going to happen anyway, because I have 4 copies of pretty much everything. So I'm going to have a stacked account pretty much right off the bat. And my plan, unfortunately, I will not probably be opening probably won't be opening any more packs on PTCGO. I'll just be giving away the packs for battles and stuff. So if you beat me, you get packs. I'll be doing that maybe in a week or 2. But my plan for TCG Live is as soon as it's released, as soon as you can open packs, I will just open like 50 from each Sword and Shield set. And that way I'll just build up some credits and stuff. So I think when the new game is out, I already have some ideas of what I'll do, and I will also do like a big opening to celebrate the launch. And I just need a Psysplosion, and I think I just win. Well, that's not good. So if the cards had gone my way, I would just be able to Astral Barrage 2 Rattata, take 2 quick prizes, and just sort of win the game. But we're going for a Lele. We're going to have to lose some pieces, unfortunately. Didn't prize anything. That's great. So I'll treasure for, I guess, just a piece, because you can Battle Compressor 3 things. I didn't prize a Battle Compressor, though. So it might make more sense just to go for the V. But, I mean, I already have... I just need to knock out these 4, and then one of their 2 prizers, and I win. But all they need to do is take 2 knockouts, and they win. And Eradicate Break is kind of insane if you can get it up and running. But with Break Pokemon, it's not like... Break Pokemon are not... Oh, geez. Actually, I think I'd go for Calyrex. But I know they have things in their hand. Okay, so I'm going for Marnie. But the thing with Break Pokemon is you can't use Rare Candy. So you have to manually evolve twice to get things up and running. And yeah. Just attach there. And we'll do that. So the reason I didn't go for research there is if I drew into all my V-Unions, I wouldn't be able to Battle Compress them. And they just get a supporter, of course. So I didn't want to just have a hand of V-Unions and not be able to Battle Compress them into the discard. And because I had to get rid of 2 Versus Seeker, that's also bad. Start a tool. And they just have the triple acceleration energy. They just got it like that. Alright, so I'll be able to Calyrex for a bunch. I would prefer to use N. I don't have N. Maybe I'm going to use Marnie. So I think I'll just put the weakness card there. I will Underworld Door to that guy. There's the Battle Compressor. 3 pieces are going in. Because if I Marnie, I don't know if they actually have anything though. They've used a bunch of energy. If I Calyrex, I get 7. You know what? I need cards. Let's do this. Those are not the cards I want. Let's go get a V. Fortunately, I have to hard retreat. Astral Barrage, take 2 prizes. The Ariados, I think, is there to poison me. I think that would just be like a poison card. But you're seeing how Raticate is so good. Because Super Fang, put damage counters on the defending Pokemon until its remaining HP is 10. And then you just poison, so then you can knock out anything for 1 energy attachment. So it's been good for a while. And they seriously got it like that? They seriously have it like that. That is insane. I'm going to play this out. I want to see them do this. Raticate Break is crazy. If you can get it up and running. You just need to attack for a DCE. Do they have... Did they seriously get everything off the prizes and the shuffle draw? Oh, okay. So it's not a well played? They got the Hypnotoxic Laser. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I'm knocked out. And because this has 110 HP and Psy Explosion doesn't get me there. So I'll put the VMAX up front. I will Silent Lab them. Put that down. How much energy is in my deck? Oh geez, I can't do that. Alright, well let's quick ball. Let's see how much energy is left. Can I recycle any of the energy? I cannot. I have to... As much as I want to use the dude, I can't use the dude right now. Okay, there's N. Beautiful. We're using N. Put him down to 1 card. Hopefully at least get 1 energy. Well, we got the Battle Compressor. We got the Battle Compressor. That's good. Going to put the V-Union in the bottom. Don't need the town map. Do need the Float Stone. Do need the Mysterious Treasure. Don't need the Max Elixir. I guess I can get rid of Guzma, so let's get another VMAX. I am just kind of sitting here waiting. Because I could get 2 up and running. And we got the V-Union. So I think I just click done. I just click done. I see if I can get anything. I could use Scoop Up Cyclone, but, you know, whatever. Yeah, Dallas, it really depends what you want to do. Do you want to build up a collection, or do you want to just have fun in theme? And Ostanikitty, thank you for the subscription. Wasn't expecting that. Thank you very much, Ostanikitty, for the subscription. Welcome. You can use those Trust Me emotes. Trust me, they are great. Alright, so this is terrible. I don't even have an energy. Can they even knock me out, though? I guess I just use Scoop Up Cyclone on... But they're just going to do the same thing next turn, and I can't do anything. So let's just Scoop Up Cyclone this guy. Put it back down. Underworld Door. Hopefully I get an energy. Got 2 energy. That's perfect. I will Underworld Door to the bench. Just give me a Float Stone. Or Guzma. That's also perfect. So I attach Guzma the Denny. I use Psy Explosion. Oh geez, I gotta do the math here. 1 and then And then I can knock out the Spinarak. And then now I have a knockout on the Dedenne as well. Oh, if I can pull this one out, that would be insane. Okay, yeah, but Dallas, I think if you want to be competitive, go for Unseen Depths, the Kyogre one. So Unseen Depths is good. I really like it. Oh, geez, don't tell me you got it. Oh, they don't got it. V-Unions are the best. Absolute insanity. How did I win that? Oh, geez, a one ticket. How did I win that one? Dad Life 420. They could have destroyed me with Raticate Break. It didn't happen. I clutched that one out, just as Ben says. What a clutch. The right hand of Mewtwo is the MVP again. My biggest attack was 0. Man, the V-Unions, they can get in there. You gotta watch out for that Psy-Splosion, but I mean, it's pretty much just an Espeon and Deoxys. Just an Espeon and Deoxys or like a baby Blacephalon. So I mean, it's not that great, but Dad Life 420 with the Raticate deck. Should you buy the most recent theme decks? Yeah, that's the rub. Do you want to play theme to be competitive, or do you want to play theme, just to get the right cards? Another Gengar start? What the hell is this? Okay, so theme is, if you want to be competitive, go with Soaring Storm or Unseen Depths. But definitely if you want to have, oh, it's Blissey. Okay, if you want to have as many cards as possible, yeah, just buy the new ones. I think the best ones to go for are the Charizard theme deck, because every theme deck in the Sword and Shield era has research in it. And I think Great Ball and maybe even Ordinary Rod. But the Mewtwo deck, I believe that includes the Leon and Evolution Incense. So I think the Charizard is the best one, and then I think go for Zamazenta and Rillaboom. I think you just have a good combination. So Charizard, Zamazenta, and Rillaboom. It just gives you a good coverage of everything. I mean, I can stop them from doing anything interesting. I just use Shadow Mist, but I feel like I want to save the Scoop Up Cyclone for later. So let's Mysterious Treasure that away. Let's go get the Lele. I didn't prize a piece. Yeah, Tarrant, the new game will only be standard. The new game will launch with standard only, and then expanded is coming later. So the theory is that, let's get Marnie. The theory is that theme will not exist in the new game, and we'll just get like a V-Union battle deck theme. Maybe that will be the free decks, because we're getting free 8 free decks with the new game. And I think there's like 8 Battle Union V decks or whatever they're called, V battle decks. So that could be the new format. Let's Mysterious Treasure for another Shadow Rider V. So we don't know what those 8 free decks are going to be, but it's highly possible that it's the V battle decks, or at the very least there will be a V battle deck. Well, that's a terrible hand. There'll be a V battle deck format, but that could also just be casual, because in a game like, I think, Magic and Legends of Runeterra, or at least for Magic Arena, they just put everyone in the same thing, and you just keep playing until your rank is low. And so you basically play against everyone. So you can take a quote-unquote theme deck in Magic Arena. You can take a theme deck in Magic Arena and play against someone playing a tier 1 deck. So I think that's how they'll handle it, is just because they'll have ranked, they'll have casual. So I think that's how it'll work. I guess attack with Gengar? That seems not amazing, but I mean, I can't really attack with anyone else because I don't have the energy for it. I could use Shadow Mist. That would only put 10 damage on him. It would buy me an extra turn though. And that way they wouldn't be able to do a whole lot. But I mean, if they just have 5 trainers in there, that'd be pretty funny. Well, I know they're not taking a knockout, so I'll just use Shadow Mist. I'll go grab... I'll probably just ditch the Guzma because I have the Seeker. Alright, so Shadow Mist. There we go. Yeah, Terran, the best thing to do is just use those channel points, raid my collection, prioritize Quick Ball, Marnie, and Boss's Orders. Those are the best ones to go for. But we still don't know what their plan is for those free decks. So those 8 free decks you get when starting TCG Live, they could have the staple cards you need to build a standard deck. But you can bank that I will have a ton of content for Pokemon TCG Live when it comes out. So I will be helping, you know, returning players, new players. I'm planning to go hard on the new game. So I should have a lot of details when the game comes out. We just need to know more about it. All right, so I knocked this thing out and I win. That's there's not a whole bunch of craziness. I just knock it out and I win. But okay, I have Juniper, so that's good. I guess I just go for Juniper. And hopefully I can get the V-Union and take the knockout with the V-Union. Or at the very least, they can knock out the V-Union. Perfect. Don't have an energy though. But perfect nonetheless. Alright, so I'll do that. I will Shadow Mist them again so they can't do the thing. I'm surprised by how much I'm getting this thing into play. Even with that prize in the last game, I still managed to get it up and running. And yeah, Shadow Mist again. And for the old code cards, Tarrant, I think there's really 2 things they can do. They can just say, you know, that when you try to enter the code, they'll just say that code is not valid yet or something. So they could just say that code is invalid, please try again later or something. Alternatively, they'll say like, oh, you can redeem it, but you can't open it because it's not in the game. I think it'll be more of a case of that code is invalid, try again later. Or they'll just do it like how it's tied to your trainer account and in the background you'll have it, but there's still a whole bunch of things they need to clarify about the new game, that is for sure. Okay, so I don't have enough to attack with anybody except Gengar and Mimikyu this turn. I think I'll just treasure the Guzma. Go get the VMAX. Oh, I got nothing going on in here. I don't really want to do anything except Colress. That's Colress. V-Unions are code only? Yes, they are. And I looked online. Are you kidding me? I have to scoop up Cyclone this guy. Alrighty. Well, we're just going to do the old Attacharoo and hopefully we get him. I don't think that's enough. Nope. Well, what I'll do is I'll let the V-Union get knocked out. I'll show you all that animation. Hey, Shrine of Punishment, we need something like that for VMAXs. But yeah, V-Unions so far are code only at the moment. I had to spend 50 Evolving Skies to get it. I saw someone yesterday asking for 5 Secret Rare Quick Balls just for the Mewtwo V-Union, so I think I was lucky getting the Mewtwo V-Union when I did. Because even with the price drop of Quick Balls, 5 Secret Rare Quick Balls is still quite a bit. And Eevee, I'll send you that code right now. Racking up those Steam Siege. And if you haven't redeemed your daily code, do it now. The best thing to do is to just not open it. Do not actually open the Steam Siege. Wait until it can be transferred into crystals. Okay, so I'm going to try and launch an attack with this thing, and then hopefully they can knock it out. I know that seems like an oxymoron, but I do want them to knock it out. I also could just try and win the game. That is also a thing. You know, if I end them, I can win the game. How? This is interesting. No, because it's only once per game. So if I use Acerola on the Mewtwo V-Union, I wouldn't be able to put it back down. So it's Explosion 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Math. So either I win this game or we get to see them take a knockout on the V-Union. All right, so we want that, and I guess the Ordinary Rod. Town map already coming in clutch. All right, so 70 damage. I will deal 300 and take a knockout. Is Mewtwo V-Union actually insane? Like, is it? Was I wrong to doubt it? You want to throw Yamper some balls? All right. So let's build up a dude. Let's build up a dude again. Get that Silent Lab into play. Sure, they're not going to bosses and trap me, are they? Final burn. All right, so I just win if they can't do anything. So let's get the energy and the Fog Crystal. So I think Mewtwo V-Union might actually be insane. How? How did I just win that one? I had nothing going on, and then I just get the V-Union into play, and the right hand is the MVP again. This is unexpected, for sure. I did not expect it to be this good, and I still haven't even let one get knocked out. I think I just need the scoop up Cyclone, then I can just make sure that it's just Mewtwo V-Union on the field. They can't do any Guzma shenanigans. Here we go, here we go, here it is, here it is. They're taking the knockout. Here it is. The moment you've all been waiting for. Boom. There it goes. See? The knockout animation's pretty sweet, isn't it?